Hey guys, how are you? It's Colleen Gallagher in the house. I'm just kidding, but not really. But how are you guys? It has been a second since I've been on live. I know you guys have been seeing me post a lot, and I have gone live, or I do like these videos on my Instagram quite a bit on my stories. So, one second, tune in. Just sharing this. So anyway, when you join, make sure to say hello. I literally believe in this platform so much. I love social media. I think it is such a tool of connectivity. It's the way that I've built my business. It's the way that I've helped countless people begin to start a freedom lifestyle, to scale their message, to believe that they can absolutely fall in love with life. And it just makes me so excited. Like I've never had such a positive relationship with something that I love so much as social media. And so I'm just grateful for it, and I'm excited to be connected here. So if you don't say hello, or let me know where you're tuning in from, like I cannot say hello back, and that makes me very sad, because obviously I want to connect with you. That's why I'm here. So anyway, say hello, leave it in the comments. If you're on replay, hashtag replay. I just love being here. So anyway, I wanted to come on live today because I wanted to share a couple things. One is there's always just so many creative, transformational opportunities that are birthing through me that I'm offering to everyone to transform their life. And I really get so much more excited every day I live my life. I wake up, and some days are hard. Like yesterday was a really hard day. It felt really like heavy. There was just a lot that was going on internally. But then like a day like today, I wake up and I'm super excited and I'm so happy and I'm so proud of everything I'm creating and everything that I stand for. And so in this live video, first I want to invite you. I'm having a free training, free. It's totally free tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST, on the 5 keys to unlock your destiny. It's going to be absolutely epic. I very, very rarely do free trainings, maybe like 3 times a year, so very rare, but this one is really, really special because it's a collaboration that I'm doing with Adam Farfan. And he is a finance guy. He has built his business, built his life around finance, and also a freedom lifestyle. We share a lot of the same principles around that. And so this is for you if you are going through a life transition, if you're really wanting to claim like you're on your path to fulfill your purpose, to fulfill your destiny, to become everything you're meant to become. This is going to be such an epic training. Like we've already gone through it and we have these things. I've never shared it in this way before. So I hope that each of you can click the link and you can register. It's totally free. It will be the most 60 to 90 minutes transformational content you've ever listened to in your whole life yet. Like I'm like literally sharing the stories or things that I've learned, and these are never things I've even shared before. So I know if it's transforming me in the creation of it, it's going to transform you in the receiving of it and what it can activate for you as possible in your life. So anyway, make sure to join that. It's free. It's amazing. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is congratulations, you guys. As a community, we've made it to 4,000 downloads on the Colleen Gallagher podcast. And this just means the world to me. We're actually at 4,222 now. So it's just such an incredible feeling. I love this podcast. I love this community. I love that we have such a diverse topics on this. Like we have digital marketing, we have love, we have health and wellness. Like there's just so much beauty that we have in it. And I love hearing your engagements. I love hearing your emails and messages, and I love getting requests. So if there's any topic you guys want me to talk about, you've been listening to me, let me know and I'll make sure I get it on the podcast. We are going to start again. I'm making another commitment as of this Monday. So let me see, what day is that going to be? As of October 11th, for another 52 weeks, so a whole year, I'm going to be releasing an episode every single Monday. So every Monday you can tune in, subscribe, make sure that you have my Apple Podcast or Spotify notifications on, because every single Monday I'm going to release a new Colleen Gallagher podcast episode, impact and influence the world with love, how you can be someone who's part of the difference to make this world a better place. So that's exciting. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys that is really amazing, or I just wanted to come on and, I don't know, talk about. I've been receiving so many emails lately and so many messages, and you guys, I love interacting with you guys. So if you ever watch one of my videos, if you ever like see a post, please reach out to me, share what comes up, write what comes up for you. Like, even if it's like you feel afraid or nervous, like just share it. That's why I do what I do, for you to feel like you can share what's happening internally outside in this world, so you don't feel so alone. You feel like you have a community, and it just like, I don't know, makes me so happy. But one thing that I've been getting a lot, and that's why I wanted to come on here and talk about, is that people are feeling like they want something in life. They have this idea of what they want in life, whether it's with relationships or if it's with a business. Like, they want to fall in love, or you want to deeply like have a lifestyle you love. You want to feel like you have purpose. You want to feel like you're working towards something you're proud of instead of just working towards a retirement. You want to feel like that there's new adventures in your life. Like, there's excitement instead of like, oh, I'm just living the same day. When is this going to be over? Or you're wondering why you're feeling like lost or anxious or in depression, like these thoughts that aren't serving you. And you guys have been like, I have this idea in my life is what I've been getting. Like, this is what I want. But then this world or where I'm moving is telling me I need to be like this. Like, I need to be on Tinder culture or Bumble culture, or I need to be like this in dating, or in business, I have to have a business mentor. I have to have a full, I don't know, like you have to have all these things. And this has been coming up a lot of like, this is what you know. And then the world's telling you this. And then you're feeling, because of this disconnection of what you want and what the world's telling you, these two different conflicting views, you're feeling like depressed and lost and anxious and like, when is my life finally going to be good? And so I just really wanted to share with each of you that you know what's right for you. You know inside of your heart what's true. You know inside of your heart what is meant for you. You know that you are meant to live an incredible life. You know that if you want to have a relationship or dating or like a romance or a business, and it's meant to feel fun, your life is meant to feel good. Like, you want to feel good. You want a relationship where you feel like you are fully supported and you're fully supporting someone else. Like, you want to have this like juicy, amazing experience in life. Like, those things are meant to happen for you. Those things are meant to be normal. Like, those, like the universe doesn't put thoughts in your mind, like ideas of, I know I'm meant to make this product, or I know I'm meant to be a writer, I know I'm meant to share something, or I know my life is not supposed to feel like I'm lost. It's meant to feel like I have clarity, I'm excited, I'm confident. Like, that is how you should feel. And anything in the world that's telling you to be like this, like you need to do this or be like this, or if you're not like this, you can't have the life you want, is a lie. Like, I literally want to tell you it's a lie. It's a lie to say that you have to wait 5 years to start a business. You have to wait for this much money to have capital, that you need to know exactly how everything's going to work out so that you make this life happen. Like, it's a lie. The truth of who you are is inside of you. The truth of who you are is this, like, these thoughts that are vibrating, that keep returning to you, that keep like pulsating of like, this is my passion, or this is what I navigate to, and I don't have to do these things in the world. And for me, that's like connecting with people, talking to people, writing. Like, these are things that I just love doing. And I never knew you could be a writer or a magazine writer, or I don't know. I never knew all these things, right? I started listening to how I wanted my life to be, and then I took action. And that happened because I got around mentors. I got people like myself. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit in a webinar for 60 or 90 minutes. I'm going to invest money I don't have into a coach or into a mentor. I'm going to trust myself that I can start a business. Like, I'm going to research how to do an LLC. I'm going to Google like whatever. And I literally got really good. Even if I couldn't get next to someone, I've literally used the social world to like get close to people. Like, I've listened to hours of Jeff Bezos, hours of Elon Musk. Like, I've listened to like hours of people that have like really done phenomenal things. Like, I can't even name all the names. Those are big people, but there's people that aren't like famous, like mainstream names, but they've done incredible things. And I've literally done everything. Like, listened to their videos, listened to their podcasts. Like, I've done everything to get as close proximity for them talking in my ear over and over and over again. And when that happened, my life began to shift. I started to have belief in myself. I started to understand that these things that I feel within, these things that I like feel safe, feel excited, feel expansive, like those things I began to trust them more and more. Like the voice inside my head of like, maybe I could have a relationship like that, or maybe I could build a business like that. Maybe I could build multiple businesses. Maybe I could live in a house like that. Maybe I could dress like that. Like, I don't know. I just had all these things like that I couldn't make money from my bed, or I couldn't have clients that I love. Like I just thought business was this thing of like, oh, you do it. Even if you own your business, it's more work. But I literally started to be like, but what if I could just live a life I loved? Like, what if I could just really figure out, put myself in as many environments to see what I like and what I don't like, and then fill my time with what I love and just see what happens. And as I began to do that slowly, my life has become how you see it today, which is really like a real life fairy tale. Like, if you look at my photos, like I was just looking at them, like I, in so many ways, feel like this magical little creature walking around the world, having all these ideas that they just come to life. And I feel like all these new people are coming to my life to support me, and they see me and they're like almost hearing the thoughts I have without me telling them. And then they're giving me an opportunity to make my idea, to make my thought of what I want a reality. And that like is the point when you start tapping into this space that we all can tap into. But the issue is we're also focused on why something can't happen for us, why it didn't happen for us, why it's taking longer. We're more focused on the past being our present than the future, what we want of the future being our now. We're more focused on all the things that have happened to us and all the blessings that are going to be manifested in front of us. And the more that we consistently bring up this languaging of this happened to me, or this was my past or my story, instead of like, I'm writing a new story. This will be my life from here on out. I will always have an abundance of money, or I will always have an abundance of clients, or I will always have amazing ideas for my business. I will always know exactly what to say. I'll have the courage to show up on social media. I'll have the courage to write what I need to write. I have the courage to share what I need to share. Like the more that we do that, that's the key. That's the key to your liberation. That's the key to like beginning to start in the land of magic, begin in the land of possibilities, of opportunities, of endless imagination. I mean, it's just this thing. It's not like one day you wake up and you're a positive, happy person. Like you have to choose happiness and positivity and breaking through the pain, like going through the negativity. Like yesterday was like a horrible day for me. Like my mind was cluttered. I was not like happy. Like it was a really just not good day. But I like broke through it. Like I was like literally, and then I began to realize it was like in my throat. And I started doing like all this throat stuff where I was like releasing my throat chakra and like doing stuff on my neck to like get the energy that was stuck out. But the reason that was happening is because I still wasn't speaking when I needed to speak. And because of that, my throat was hurting again so badly. And that manifested in my head not being right because I couldn't regulate the energy. I couldn't regulate happiness because I wasn't speaking something. And I think a lot of us were so afraid to speak what we really want because we've been rejected or told we're crazy or told we're not to society standards or told that we think differently or we're creatives or we have ADHD or we have all these mental health diagnoses which aren't even real. They're literally just a spiritual awakening. Like if you were to look at every enlightened person and the things that they can truly tap into, they're labeled as mental health disorders when that's not the truth of what it is. The truth of this life, the truth of alignment, the truth of who we are. There's nothing even to become really. Like it's just what's inside of us. There's this truth that's like the core of us, but we are so afraid of it. We've built a relationship of fear on who we are because we think that if we're just who we are, it's not good enough for this world's standards. But in truth, this world's standards is suppressing us. And so to tap into this magic, like to tap into this, how I've built my business in 3.5 years, like it blows my mind of all the things that I'm doing that I'm like, wow. And the opportunities that are coming now, you guys, I mean, I can't even say all the opportunities because of things that are like literally I just can't because of like legal agreements. Like it's crazy some of these things that are happening right now in my life. And it's like these doors are opening and like I'm getting into conversations that I've always wanted. Like I'm literally getting into conversations with the tech companies. I'm getting into conversations with media. I'm thinking about different things in my podcast, the conversations I have with my clients of what they're creating. Like being able to see my client from the very beginning, and I already know what they're meant to do, and then like literally doing the healing to release the past and allow them to be present to a new idea to drop in for the truth of who they are, to be like, wow, this is the solution I as one person can bring into this world. This is my part of intoxicating the world with love. This is my part in doing my movement with love. I mean, that was so foreign to me 4 years ago. Foreign. Like I had no idea, you guys, that this was something I could do and something I could get paid to do. But there's this realm of magic and possibility, which is like getting yourself, like I said, the biggest thing is like getting yourself in this state of everything is possible. Like getting yourself in this state of the past will no longer dictate who I am. In this moment right now, which is all I have, I'm going to change the reality. I'm going to honor the feelings I have. I'm going to honor the pain that I'm feeling in my body. And I'm going to begin to choose to release it. And this is what I do in my healer circle. If you haven't joined, we have a healing every month, or I just had a phenomenal remembrance activation. I can leave both links here so we have that. I definitely recommend that you get one of those, because if you're someone who's struggling with physical body pain, or you're struggling with like, Colleen, I hear you, I want to do this, but I just don't know if it's possible for me, then you've got to get into these things where I'm offering you an opportunity to heal your body, where you become open. It's in my first book. You become open to a new way of thinking, a new way of experiencing. And so I highly recommend that remembrance activation, or my Healer's Inner Circle, where you can actually begin to listen to sound therapy and healing, which will allow you to remember who you are and be in the truth of you. So anyway, in conclusion, this kind of went a little bit all over, but it was really, I just wanted to come on and say, like, you know who you are. Don't let this world, don't let some mentor you hire, don't let a coach, don't let your parents, don't let anyone sway you from what you know is meant to happen. Only you know that. And you can have people around you who will allow that to be birthed out of you. But if someone, even if you've hired them, they're a mentor, a therapist, and they're telling you something that you just feel is not right, you know there's another narrative, you know there is something else. Trust your inner knowing and then begin to act on that knowing. Listen to my podcast, listen to my videos, email me, message someone, like do something so you can get closer in proximity to that person who you're like, you know what, they have the life. Like I've traveled to 42 countries. I've lived in 5 countries. I've impacted thousands, tens of thousands of people's lives if you include social media. I did not know this. Like this was not in the cards for me, but I chose it and kept getting around new people. So like literally I could think differently. I could react differently to situations. And so anyway, that's really why I wanted to come on. It's just, I want you to know the truth of who you are, what you feel inside of you, the voice in your side, your head, what you know to be true is true for you. So anyway, make sure to subscribe to my podcast, the Colleen Gallagher Podcast. We're going to do an episode live every single Monday for another 52 weeks. I'm super excited. And on top of that, I'm also going to be doing a live every Wednesday on Facebook. So it's going to be on here every Wednesday. I don't have a time yet. I'll announce it tomorrow because I'm going to start tomorrow. But that's going to be 2 videos a week, every single week for 52 weeks. So there's no excuse. It's going to be so much free value. You can show up with questions. You can message me what you want me to talk about. But I'm so excited to be offering this consistency to you guys again, so that you can know that there's someone there for you with consistency and precision, and you are really here in this life together. So I love you so much. Please enjoy your day. Let me know what you like. Say hello when you joined, and make sure from the very first link I sent to join that free training on tomorrow, 6 p.m., October 6th. It's going to be the 5 keys to unlock your destiny. So I love you so much.